Lucia Pinillos from Argentina and Evian Linea. To both of you. Steve Kerr said he couldn't make it in the NBA today because both teams are absolutely amazing. What do you think about that? And how do you see yourself playing in the 90s?
I'm not answering that,
Hmm? In the 90s? I was born in 85. I don't know. You was born in the 90s, huh?
Chill out. I was born in '89.
Really? Close.
I can't answer that question. Next question.
Sorry.
Sports Radio 610. James, Thompson, Curry, and Durant took 60 of their 80 shots. How do you force some of their other guys to have to do a little bit more offensively?
I mean, just like that, we gotta be aware who's on the court. You know, at the same time, you know, they made some tough shots, which we all know they're going to do. But we just got to do a better job of knowing who's on the court and trying to rotate and trying to make them take tougher shots. I mean, you look at that first half, and you know, Nick Young gets 2 or 3 open threes. Like we give up a couple open layups. Like those mistakes can't happen. You know, because that's 10, 12, 15 points where they're not allowing us to get those points. So. They're gonna make tough shots, but we gotta do a better job of knowing who's on the floor as well.
James, Houston Chronicle, in what ways did Draymond Green affect this game?
I mean, I don't know.
He gets the tactical right when he comes out of the gate, but his defense seemed very strong in the third quarter. I was just looking to see if you had any more thoughts about the way that he might have impacted the run that they had.
They're a good team. I mean, not only Draymond, but I mean, they made tough shots. They made, I don't know.
Dan Wecke with the LA Times. Questions for both of you guys. You've been pretty open about the process to getting home court advantage, the build to facing the Warriors. Now that they've taken a 1-0 lead, what's the reset process like in the next 48 hours for you guys?
Look at film, see what we could do better. We lost the home game. First series or last series?
Last series.
I don't know. Obviously, it's a different team or whatnot, but for us, our focus right now is just on game 2. So.
James Brian Smith, Houston Chronicle. Mike was saying, you guys, you can live with Durant scoring. They're going to have the offense, but it was the turnovers, the mental miscues that hurt you guys tonight. What's your perspective on that?
They do a really good job of, if you take bad shots or turn the basketball over, they're out. They're getting dunks, they're getting threes, and I'm not sure how many fast or transition points they had. But it was too many. That's what they thrive on. So we got to do a better job of not turning the basketball over, taking better shots and getting back and matching up. There was a couple times where we didn't guard anybody and they got a dunk or open three. That can't happen.
Jonathan Fagan, Houston Chronicle. You mentioned some of the turnovers. Those combined with some of the missed layups, how much pressure is there playing this team to have to be as close to your best, this team's best, for as much of the 48 minutes? How much pressure do they put on you to be that way?
I don't think it's about the pressure of it. We had a lot of makeable shots, and it happens on given games. And then, defensively, I think we got to be better. It's funny. I got caught helping a couple times in the first half, and I think Nick Young hit 3 threes off of those plays. You know what I mean? Some games, some series, you may make those mistakes, and guys don't make the shots. But tonight, every time we did it, they made the shot. So for us, we're going to look at the film. Hell, a lot of it we already know. You know what I mean? We just got to do it better because obviously they make you pay when you make mistakes.
Chris, Kim Davis, Chalk Talk. Can you talk? You guys always talk about how defense really is kind of the key for you,
right?
And it's about communication. Was there some of that tonight that was just a breakdown communication? I mean, it wasn't a lack of effort, but
yeah, some of it was just breakdown, and we know we gotta be better. We gotta communicate better. Off some of those missed layups, you get caught in transition, and Clay would pop open, such and such, KD or whatnot. So things that we think we can clean up. And do better. Because, like I said, every time we made a mistake, they made us pay.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. James, you obviously had a role tonight, but you're going to need some of the role players to contribute offensively to be able to beat the Warriors. How do you kind of manage that fine line between being aggressive but trying to keep other guys in rhythm?
The same way we've been doing it all year, making sure those guys have confidence going into every single game, and we're all in this together, So it doesn't matter who has a bad game or who's missing shots. Like, we're in this, and whether it's myself or Chris or anybody, keep going. Keep shooting your shot and keep being aggressive. We've got this far doing that and having that mindset. So we're just gonna continue it.
Chris, Shane Young, Bebop Breakdown. How did you feel Clint did in the first half when it was back and forth, switching out, defending in space on Steph and Clay?
He did a great job. Clint did a great job using his length, moving his feet. He had a few blocks there in the first half, and we're gonna need that. We're gonna need his energy, the lobs that James gets to him at the rim. You know what I mean? So Clint was Clint.
James, Ryan Gorsey, San Francisco Examiner over here. What happened in the end, towards the end of the first quarter when you and Looney seemed to get tangled up there on the right block?
I don't remember.
You went out right before you
Oh
went
no,
out.
I got hit in the midsection. Couldn't really breathe, but I'm fine.
For both of you, James, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. You had a real good view of Kevin tonight at both ends of the court, and you've played with him and you know him so well. To expend that much kind of energy, just even defending you the way you had it rolling, what was your thought about how he was able to produce so many tough shots in the mid-range for them in this game?
No trouble. I mean,
Uncle.
Yeah, he's been doing it for so long, man. He's 6'11". He just shoot over anybody. So we got to do a better job of just being more physical, getting him off his spots. But he's going to take tough shots, and so he's got to do a better job of contesting it and making it even harder for him.
You and he had a little verbal spat in the second quarter at the inbounds play. What was that about, and you think that might have kind of lit a little fire in him after that?
Who?
KD.
When?
Second quarter on the sideline. You told him to play ball, and
I don't remember.